Hey friends, welcome back to OG Universe. Thank you so much for stopping by. And today on the turntable, we're taking a look at the newest incarnation of Batman. This is the Dick Grayson interpretation from Batman Reborn, coming from McFarlane Toys, the DC Multiverse lineup. I'm very excited to have this figure in my collection. It was a very interesting run when Dick Grayson took over the mantle of Batman. He had a different costume, a different kind of attitude as well. And he had a really memorable run with Supergirl on the Justice League. Some really interesting stuff. And this figure, it encapsulates a lot of great features about this figure, about the run he had as Batman, and the artistic interpretation that it resembled from Ryan Quietly's artwork. So very interesting. I thought they would have gone with maybe Mark Bagley, who had a pretty significant run on the Justice League title, the Batman as well, where this Dick Grayson Batman was featured. But let's take a look at what we got in the package, and then we'll discuss everything about this figure. So the artwork on the back is fantastic. This is from Batman and Robin #1. This is Frank Quietly's artwork. He is a phenomenal artist. Doesn't do enough work, in my opinion. It was a great run with Grant Morrison, kind of pushing the boundaries of Batman and Robin's relationship. Damian Wayne. We have a very cool looking Batmobile as well, which could fly, had a flight capability. It was really cool. It was a fun series. I think it lasted about 26, 27 issues before, of course, the revamp and the new Batman came back. Bruce Wayne came back and they revamped everything again. But on the side here, you got Batman Reborn, DC Multiverse logo. And then we'll take a look at what we got. So we do have a couple extra sets of hands. We have some fisted hands, grasping hands, and some very unique hands that are on the figure. Now, you do have your standard display stand here as well, and the trading card artwork. So that's about it. You're not getting a multitude of accessories in that sense. You don't get a batarang. You don't get anything else that would really make this signify it's a Batman figure, but it does have a cloth wired cape. We'll talk about that in a sec, but the overall aesthetics on this figure, man, it is damn nice. This is a Nightfall body block. We've seen it used multiple times on different Batman figures, and I think they hit the perfect combination on this one. It suits the more slender, not as bulked up Bruce Wayne, suits Dick Grayson's physique perfectly in this introduction of these electro knuckle dusters. Now, in my head, that's what it is. I've seen these kind of knuckle dusters used in the Justice League cartoon. Batman uses it to take on some heavy duty villains. It's a really cool effect. So it's neat to see something different on your Batman instead of just a batarang and some hands. We got these very unique hands. And one thing about the costume as well, you only have the two scalpels. I really like that care and attention to detail that McFarlane put into this figure, because they could have just used the regular arms with the full scalpels. Everyone would complain, say they don't know what they're doing, they're careless, they're money grabbing, bad people. But they took the attention and made that happen. I really appreciate that. The gold on the belt, this is a very unique Batman belt. It's fantastic. It looks shimmeringly beautiful. I love the way they did that. It's phenomenal. The sculpted logo, unfortunately, is not there. I really would have loved to see that be sculpted, but it still looks very good. It's crisp, it's clean lines. Now the cape, this is sometimes McFarlane does the best capes in the business, hands down, but sometimes they do just this nylon-y, starchy, icky feeling. It makes your hands itchy. I don't know. I don't like this material. It has a nice shimmer to it. Has a very strong wire. I'll give it that. A very strong wire. So you can get that cape into fluid poses. You can do whatever you want kind of thing going on, wind blowing wherever. That's very cool. I appreciate that to a great extent because I love these cloth wired capes. But this is just a nylon kind of uh, an icky cape. I do not like this cape. And if you saw the review we just did on the Huntress, that is a phenomenal soft cape with a beautiful white edging. It looked fantastic, and I really appreciate that. Got me some time. Really appreciate that, but this, I don't like this cape whatsoever. But strong wire, so that's fantastic. So overall, aesthetically, this is a fantastic figure. The Frank Quietly artwork is translated quite well into action figure form. That head sculpt is very unique. It really has these thin bat ears, which I really like since the way he looked in the comic. Very cool. I really do appreciate it. Just the little fine little details on this figure. Take a look at the backside. The belt, of course, is painted all the way through. And the trunks have like a matte finish to them, which I really like. They have nice matte finish. It's not a high gloss. It looks really good. The boots look great. They have that point. You know, we got to have those points on your Batman. Looks fantastic. Overall, this is a great looking figure. I'm very happy I have this figure in the collection. I picked this up at GameStop. It was a pre-order. I have not seen this figure on the shelves anywhere. Out of the 6 or 7 GameStops we have in town, I did a bit of hunting, so I just had an itch. I don't have a pre-order set coming until late December, which kind of sucks. It seems everything's been pushed back to one day, which I don't like, so it's gonna be a damn expensive day. A lot of the stuff is supposed to be spread out from late November all the way through to the end of December, and it looks like everything is coming in one day, which is not good for my wallet. But good for me in a way, because like, man, I'm excited to have a ton of new figures, and that's really gonna be fun to share with you guys as well. But overall, this, man, it's one of the finest Batman figures we have gotten this year. And we have some pretty good Batman figures this year, but there's something about this figure that just rings so hard with me. It looks fantastic, great aesthetics. They stayed true to the interpretation from the comic, which is really important for a figure like this, because it's not just like, hey, oh, it's Batman. No, this is Dick Grayson as Batman, so they went with the slender body block. They kept the gauntlets as it should be. Really reminiscent artwork, representation of the artwork from Frank Wiley for that head sculpt. Fantastic. Absolutely one of the best figures we have gotten this year. So let's run through articulation. You have the head joint looking up. You got side attitude going on. Not too bad articulation there. You have the spacer joint. You do have that ball joint up at the top, a bicep cut, double joint ratcheted elbows, ball joints at the wrists as well. Diaphragm cut, go back not too much, unfortunately. Can go back or forward pretty decently. Now it's just like that. Had a bit of different versions of the Nightfall Batman that had a crazy amount of articulation in the torso, and then some not so much. As you can see, the abs, he only has 2 showing. 1, 2. He usually has a third one. I'm gonna use that kind of like that Survivor Mode Batman from the Bane Batman 2-pack. Had 3 abs showing and gave him really great movement in the torso area. So again, toy surgery, pop the torso off, extend the ball peg, and boom, you're gonna have extra articulation. Ball joint at the waist, ball joints at the hips, double jointed ratcheted knees, fully sculpted ball joints at the ankle. They look fantastic. Rocker pivot movement and toe articulation. So overall, I love the way this Batman looks. He is so damn striking. He is fantastic. The cape looks fantastic as well. Feels like garbage though. So yeah, looks over, that quality of fabric. Kind of disappointing there, but still a very awesome looking figure and a very unique Batman as well. So let's bring in some other figures that go along with this Batman. We got the manga Batman, who is using the same body block. And this is what I'm talking about. Reuse. We have this figure which aesthetically looks amazing. He is one phenomenal, fun Batman. I really do like this figure. But could you really tell this is the same body block? It is so vastly different. So much retooling. The logo, the cape, sculpted details, the belt, the hands, everything else is going on here. They did a phenomenal job using this body block to the fullest extent in creating 2 unique versions of Batman. Absolutely phenomenal job. Really appreciate that extra finesse and touch. Now we got another Batman here that's pretty close in colors, so to speak. This, of course, is my modified Batman versus Superman Batman. He's got the Michael Keaton head from the Flash movie. I pay tribute to some classic Kenner figures with this kind of stylization. The gray, the black, that head sculpt. Cloth cape, no wire though, but they didn't use starchy capes. This is a really nice cloth material. Would have been nice if they threw a wire in it, but there you go. These 2 look great together as well. Another figure I absolutely love, and I wanted to see how these young heroes would look together. Can you imagine these 2 guys on a Justice League team? That would be pretty dynamic to see these two guys together. Of course, this is my custom Shazam. They look great. And of course, we got to bring in some villain for Batman to punch out, and that is the Joker. And I love this version of the Joker. It's from the, oh my goodness, a Punchline 2-pack. Had a short circuit there. This looks great. This Joker is one of my absolute favorites. Awesome head sculpt. Colors are great. The knife looks cool. Man, these two guys look great together. And then, of course, we got to bring in this guy. This is Nightwing. Dick Grayson, Nightwing. A little bit of a modification. Put a different head on. We're going to swap out these ankles. I found some nice ankles and boots that I want to give this figure because he has the G1 body type. And that G1 body means these damn awful ball pegs. It's like they put a socket, like a little marble in there. It's like terrible, but we'll fix that up. No problem. This is a great Nightwing as well. And seeing Dick Grayson in both his incarnations, Nightwing and Batman, they look fantastic. I love that, how we're getting some representation. And topples Batman down, dang nugget. Put him back on his display stand. There you go. And then, of course, I got to bring in this Superman. One of my absolute favorite Superman figures we have gotten. And it's interesting to see these two guys together. Again, another G1 body type. But it's something about this character, this figure, that is just so damn good. It's Action Comics Superman with the cloth wired cape, this metallic logo, that big S on the back. And this is a good cape. Great, soft, textured cape. It's beautiful. It has a great feel to it, a strong wire. But with this cape, man, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. It looks phenomenal. It captures the shadows and all the effects there, but it's just such a damn not good material. But it's great for what it captures, and it does a phenomenal job with that. Very cool to see these two guys together. Wow, everything is falling today. Wow. And of course, I got to bring in a Robin. Let's bring in this Robin here. It's my modified Tim Drake. Another phenomenal figure. This cloth wired cape is really nice. Has the yellow and black, soft texture. We've got a modified head on there. We got the Red Robin head on there from New 52. And I like the way these two guys look as well. Now, probably going, where's Damien? Because Damien was released a little while ago, and I just haven't got around to opening them up and reviewing them. But he will be in a review for sure. We'll do a review of these two guys. I'm very happy to have this. Oh, the ultimate version of Damian Wayne, hopefully. We'll see what he's like when we take him out of the package. Again, Frank Quitely artwork from Batman and Robin #1. I'm great to see this included with the character, this comic book. I really enjoyed this comic when it first came out. So great to see it back in reprint form. Definitely take a gander at that. But guys, this is one hell of a good Batman figure. And I know we've gotten tons of Batmans, but this is a unique one. This is Dick Grayson as Batman. And they've captured all of the essence, the qualities, comic accuracy of this version of Batman. And it is so damn good. Maybe expect to see this guy on my top 10 of 2024. That'll be coming out near the end of the year, which is fastly approaching. But thank you so much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit me a like, a comment, and a subscribe. I have tons of videos on my DC Multiverse playlist, so if you want to check out more of my videos, feel free to do so. And remember to turn on that bell notification so when I produce a new video, it'll automatically jump into your feed. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you soon.